4-game winning streak ended last week in Baltimore. How do these two teams pick up the pieces? Charlie Jones going to play it from just inside his end zone, and Jones has a seam. Jones, 30, 20, 10, touchdown! No flags. 99 yards to get the party started.
Well, he gets a tremendous block from Cedric Johnson and Owen Burks, a double-team block, and then it's just speed. He outruns it, and that's how you start.
Wow. Boy, you wanted some fireworks at the start. Holy smokes, 99 yards, point after by McPherson. Charlie Jones, second-year player out of Purdue, with all of 11 seconds gone by. This is McPherson. And Chicago's going to get their first touch. Devin Duvernay crosses the 20, and he's going to get close to the 27-yard line. Gang tackle.
Regime. He's getting better, but he's got to be better in those critical moments.
Caleb to the air to get started up the seam, and it falls incomplete. Swift dealing with that groin injury, street close. Here's Monungai, first career start, crosses the 30.
Has really been playing well in the last 4 games.
Williams from the gun completes. First down as Zacchaeus, who was on the injury report this week, dealing with a bit of a knee injury.
Too deep coverage. He makes a fast decision right between the linebackers, and it gets him the first down.
A little trickery. Caleb gets it to his tight end. Kmet's going to toss. And the Bears going a little bit deeper into their bag of tricks as
see more replays of that catch.
Wipes away a 14-yard completion to Odunze. Lone setback is Monungai. Play action. This is where Williams has excelled. Batted up high in the air. Dangerous sequence for the Bears. It falls incomplete.
In this early part of this season, to be one of the better man-to-man corners in the NFL.
Williams, here they come. Bengals giving chase. Penalty flags fly.
Illegal contact, defense number 44. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Williams rolls out, throws across his body. He's got DJ Moore. Going to get inside Bengals territory now to the 40-yard line as they capitalize on the defensive penalty and pick up 20 more. Fresh set of downs for the Bears as they work inside the Cincinnati 38. Monungai gets inside the 30-yard line. Archer's first career start. Anyone who watched this kid play,
Monungai really is an inside runner specialist.
Again, more misdirection. Williams gets it into the open field. It's Moore inside the 15. Going to get all the way down to the 10-yard line as they got the Bengals defense on its heels again.
But he certainly has to see the ball more in this offense.
Monungai taking on tacklers. And Arch, this is the part of the field that has been on second and goal. Play action from Williams. Bengals giving chase. Caleb buying time. Gonna run for it. Picks up 4. Good decision. Everyone covered it. Now Caleb looks like he's in some pain.
Take off and use that athleticism that you've been born with.
Third and goal. Monungai not gonna get it. Demetrius Knight made the push for the Bengals right up the middle, and now decision time here for Ben Johnson.
A run-pass option, get him on the edge, but he has to have a chance to make this play.
They go end around. Moore's going to toss it and into the end zone to a wide-open Williams. Bears on the board here in Cincy.
Anytime you see they call this a leaker. You're an outside edge player, and you see the quarterback leak outside, your antenna has to go up. You have to keep your eye on him if you're an edge player or a flat player. They execute it and get that touchdown.
Arch, you've mentioned some of the youth. We know they got the 2 rookies in the linebacker on CBS. What a crazy start to this game. 100, maybe almost 100-yard kickoff run back by Charlie Jones, and that's Samad J.P. Ryan. Gets Cincinnati its second excellent kickoff return.
1 week after the injury seems almost impossible. I can't wait to see how he plays.
Hand off to Chase Brown, who's been reborn over the last 3 weeks, coinciding with the arrival of Flacco. This is Samaje Perine. Arch, everyone talking about Chase Brown. Perine last week was sensational, almost 100 yards.
2 safeties back than any running back in the NFL.
Free blitzer coming off the edge. Quick decision. Flacco gets it to Higgins, breaks the initial tackle, and he's going to ring him up for some good yardage. Going to get Glass down close to the 10. Off the edge from C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, T. Higgins, he only had 1 catch last week. It was a 44-yard touchdown, but he really didn't get a lot of targets. And I'm excited to see this matchup. Tyreek Stevenson is coming back.
Chase Brown tripped up just past the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Brown. Chase Brown lines up in the right slot. Flacco protected over the middle. Brown couldn't squeeze it. Second most on the team with T. Higgins on the season. 41-yard field goal attempt by McPherson. And that's going to get the Bengals the lead, as he's got the Cincinnati Bengals in front 10-7. They got the opening kickoff return touchdown by Charlie Jones. And then the McPherson field goal. Duvernay is going to play it from his 5-yard line across the 20. 25, cuts back, and the Pro Bowl return man is gang tackled there.
You want to be able to tackle somebody in a phone booth. There was too many one-on-one open field tackles without pursuit last week against the Jets.
Pitch play. Manungai finds the edge. Yes, that dreaded players-only meeting. Will it lead to tangible results? Caleb again tucks it away. Everyone covered. Caleb breaking a couple tackles. There's first down.
Absolutely. I thought in that first drive there was a couple plays where he left the pocket a little bit prematurely, but that time off the play action, the Bengals get really good inside pressure. I want to see him make fast decisions. If it's not there, either check it down or use your legs.
Once again, tucks it away, and another first down run. There is a flag thrown.
Illegal shift, offense. Number 2 was moving at the time of the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty, previous spot, replay, first down.
For the Vikings, 1st and 15 after the penalty. Bears go back to the ground game, but Nungai hard hit at the 46-yard line. Jordan Battle
in physical fashion.
We're looking like a young, fierce Adam Archuleta on that play. My goodness. But Nungai taking on tacklers. Going to pick up 2, maybe 3. We'll see where the officials mark the football. That last on 3rd and 5, Manungai slips a tackle, and he's got the first down. Boy, early in this game, but Manungai so far looks really good.
The edge to Manungai on 3rd and 5 shows a lot of confidence in your young back.
Manungai on the pitch, trying to get downhill.
Their explosive run rate over 10 yards is 21%. That's been outstanding.
Fake handoff off the play action. Manungai, boy, did he make the catch. Wasn't a great...
For Caleb Williams would take his game to another level.
Williams back to the air, batted down, looking for DJ Moore. Cam Taylor-Britt.
Picked off with Taylor-Britt playing the inside. That ball is inside. That's got Golden more flexibility in his defensive scheme.
Cairo Santos, second game since his return from the thigh injury, a 47-yarder, and he shanked it wide right. Boy, it looked good initially, and that thing hooked quickly. There is a penalty flag now thrown.
Any leverage or any hitting of the long snapper.
Offside. Defense number 38.
Oh, boy.
Lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Easy decision for Ben Johnson after the penalty. 4th and less than a yard. Need the 24. Handoff Manungai. Physical downhill running style as he churns out the yardage. Bears capitalize on the Cincinnati defensive penalty.
He's just acting like a battering ram. He's just going to pick it up. It's one-on-one in the hole. I believe that's with Barrett Carter. And listen, I already talked about it. Manungai, 5'8", 207.
Manungai running right. Chicago run game efficiency. DJ Moore lines up in the backfield again, misdirection. This is Zacchaeus, finds the edge, Zacchaeus lunging, touchdown! It's a 15-yard touchdown. Every scoring play subject to automatic review, so waiting to confirm. What an effort by Zacchaeus. Looks to be in, certainly from that vantage point. Ball breaks the plane. Plenty of Bears that have made the trek here to Cincinnati, making themselves heard. Point after by Santos. So far, so good. The touchdown run to get the Chicago Bears a 4-point lead. P. Ryan off a bounce. P. Ryan, boy, takes a hard hit. Vicious hit. Body kind of crumpled to the turf as he pays the price. So here's Joe Flacco. Cincinnati begins at the 31. Tight space. Somehow Higgins with a snatch. Incredible concentration.
Demetrius Knight to the sideline, and that's the same issue and what the Jets did a really good job of last week. The Bengals haven't solved it.
Flacco feeling the pressure. First time he's looked in the direction of Jamar Chase.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 64. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
His ability to get that ball out, whether it's to Chase or Higgins or whoever, and be able to minimize that pass rush.
Fake the handoff to Brown. And a quick release to the tight end Fant. Arch, what about the psychology for an offensive out? Another flag is thrown about 2 seconds after that. Chicago, second best third down defense in the NFL. 3rd and 2. Little movement, left side. Who moved first?
False start, offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Most of the time they go to some sort of a zone, but there's always some pressure off of it.
Bears rush 5 and they get to Flacco. And it's C.J. Gardner-Johnson making his first big play for the Bears defense, a loss of 6.
You got Johnson and Brisker coming off the edge. 2 great secondary blitzers. It's a 2-on-1 on the running back.
What a crazy couple of days it has been, and Gardner-Johnson playing his way into even more serious playing time for Dennis Allen's defense. Duvernay signals fair catch.
You know, that's
nonsense.
Your house was not the house to go to. Was I correct?
That's incorrect, as Monangai gets out across the 20.
Williams has also done a nice job in some of those scramble situations.
Caleb Williams, boy, the escapability, then ran into his own guy. And Cincinnati is going to get this sack.
Where he just has to be better, because watch, he's got to be able to find his outlet receiver. He's got to be able to find his check down. Right here, he's got all the time in the world. If you just get it out there, give your players a chance to make that play. Now, he has done a tremendous job this season of avoiding sacks. But just those little plays, if it's not there, make a fast decision and get the ball out of your hands.
On 3rd and 13, Williams over the middle, gets it to Loveland, the rookie tight end. He's going to be short of the first down.
You're starting to see a little bit more pressure in this game. Some inside pressure, and then the ability to get him on the ground on that pass play.
Good looking punt. Torrey Taylor as Jones backpedals. And he's only going to get to the 15. As they play this road-heavy portion of their schedule. Chase Brown on the take.
They've got a lot of players in this back end that can go and play the football.
Flacco gets it to Chase. First catch for Jamar Chase, who comes in the NFL's leader.
And his ability to make more after that catch.
Chase Brown taking on tacklers as we go downstairs to Aditi. This continues to find new heights as the centerpiece of the Cincinnati offense. Flacco, perfect touch on it, and he gets it to Yosivash.
Release. He does a tremendous job on his release, getting outside position right off the line, and gives Flacco plenty of room for him to deliver that football.
Flacco from the gun. Boy, had to go sidearm. Did they get a piece of that at the line of scrimmage? Looked like Montez Sweat. Officials, have they ruled this thing dead? massive break for the Bengals. Wipes away a turnover. And the Bengals keep it from the Bears 42. Flacco comes near side, not even close. Let's bring in Gene's territory. Gene, this was awfully tight. Take us through that sequence. Tough break for the Bears. Probably could have made the argument that Sweat also got held on that play by Orlando Brown. Flacco puts some velocity on it. Chase, open field. Chase taking on all tacklers down to the Chicago 5.
Well, terrific job by Flacco. For some reason, all the attention for the Bears, they go to the tight end. You got both Stevenson and Edmonds. They jump the flat. And there's Jamar Chase. That is not one that I recommend for the Chicago Bears.
Quiet start for Chase. Not anymore. His second catch. Flacco! Boy, put the perfect touch on it for Chase, who just couldn't squeeze it for the touchdown.
You don't see Chase. He had a chance here. That's a tough ball to track over the inside shoulder. And then you have Brown right there. It looks like he's, I think they call that trying to give Montez Sweat the business over there. And that's clearly.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. However, after the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct number 75 of the offense. It will be a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
To Jamar Chase over the middle.
So knocks him out to the high red zone area. Flacco back over the middle. Trying to get some of it back. Gets it to Yosivash.
And you got 3rd and goal. It's tough to swallow.
Flacco. This is going to be incomplete. Evan McPherson, a couple of weeks away from that game winner against the Steelers. Going to try from 33, and the chip shot field goal is good to bring the Bengals.
It could be a classic. It could be a classic. I know, I'm certainly looking forward to good chance you're going to see them in the postseason, but.
Caleb Williams and company begin at the 35. Pitch play Manungai, who's been awfully impressive. There's the flag. Certainly in the vicinity of a potential hold.
Holding, offense number 79. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Oh, you are all
obviously
over.
Yes, I was keeping close tabs.
Observant gentleman.
Nice looking toss and catch. Colston Loveland, who's been a big part of the story for the Bears, trying to get there
to utilize as part of your offense on a consistent basis.
On 2nd and 17, Cincy rushes 4, pocket muddies. Caleb running for it. Well, he's been effective with his legs in this first half.
And he feels really proud of the contributions he's making otherwise.
Ardavidi, Loveland comes off 3rd down. Pass a little bit high, and they make the catch with Kmet. As they work now inside Bengals territory. Back to the ground game. Manungai trying to find the crease. Archie, been mentioning some of the accuracy issues, and sometimes it's nitpicky, but
to put a move on a linebacker in space, instead he has to make an acrobatic catch, and he ends up getting hurt on the play.
Williams spins away from trouble, throws across his body, and that's a laser beam.
Scramble for a run 4 times in this game. That time he's able to find his wide receiver.
Play action from Williams. Rolling, buying time, and just flips it out of bounds up that right sideline.
Passing up some easier checkdowns to his receivers as an outlet receiver.
Manungai. He's got a convoy. This is going to be a first down run for the Bears, and he's not done.
Offensive lineman Jonah Jackson, but right now, Spiro, the Chicago Bears have that run game rolling behind their rookie back.
Meantime, Chicago working 1st and 10 from inside the Bengals 15. Manungai already in what has been a career day for the rookie.
If you're the Bears, you want to stay in bounds, and you don't want any incompletions on this next few plays.
Manungai, where he just runs so hard. Aditi, by the way, just updating us on Cole Kmet. He is indeed being evaluated for a concussion.
Offensive lineman on the field, but I would attack Cincinnati on the perimeter.
Williams looking, end zone. Here they come. Williams escapes. Looking, fires just out of the back of the end zone. It actually hits the upright. And still, you got 93 seconds on the clock, so this thing ends about as well as Cincinnati could have hoped. They hold the Bears to the field goal as Chicago pushes its lead to 4.
In one half of football.
Chicago has dictated the tempo, the pace. And that was after that opening kickoff return touchdown. Nice looking return, Taj Brooks.
That have set them back, but just, to me, impressive that he's even throwing the football.
Flacco takes a shot beautifully. Pinpoint with the pass to Chase. Up 21 as Chase masterfully works the sideline.
That is a beautiful play. And you know what? Bears are just playing their regular defense, but trying to disguise their looks.
Only about 5 yards away from McPherson's field goal range. Flacco puts an air under it, far side. Higgins, just crazy catch for the Cincinnati touchdown.
Spiro, this is just nasty. That's just nasty, nasty work out there by T. Higgins. I don't even know what else to say. There's an incredible throw, but it just...
Remember what Joe Flacco said, the way that these two guys attack the football, Chase and Higgins, who again gets overshadowed here with what Jamar Chase has become.
Hypercritical analysis of those two plays.
Also Cincinnati calling the timeouts. Let's put this thing in the position to throw in. I'm just calling it like I see it. Look at Duvernay.
There we go.
Duvernay, the all-pro return man. There is a penalty flag thrown all the way back at the Chicago 28.
That's not
is this one coming back?
That's not a good sign.
It was about a 50-yard return.
Receiving team number 20.
Oh, boy.
10-yard penalty. First down, Chicago.
You can be aggressive here, but the key is to get this first down if you're the Chicago Bears to start this 2-minute drill.
Caleb buying himself time. And he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Target line for Santos is right around the 37-yard line. Williams looking right, gets it out to Zacchaeus, who had the touchdown earlier. And then they gained the long return. Quick decision, it's Zacchaeus again. Once again gets out of bounds, heady play for Zacchaeus. First down for the Bears. Williams from the gun, first down, here they come. Bengals rushing for Williams, running for his life, it seems like all day. Bullet pass is incomplete.
And has yet to catch the football, and he's been Caleb Williams' #1 target this season.
31 catches on the season entering this one. Williams steps up in the pocket. Williams. That's the quick decision Archer talking about as he slides close to the first down. Let's see what the officials mark him here. We've seen 3 different Bears attempt to pass in this game, including DJ Moore, who threw a touchdown pass earlier. Now Williams puts a man under it. Perfect touch. Locates Moore.
You get it?
Pick up 23, first down Bears.
Boy, that is great. One, and did he get the...
Boy, was that toe in.
I don't think the toe was in, Spiro.
Awfully close.
I see when you watch the left. Boy, that is tight.
We're inside of 2 minutes, so this is not a challengeable play from the coach. Has to be triggered. So they deemed that the control came on the initial foot, and they did get that second foot in. So first down, and this is incomplete. Looking for Britton Brown. Well within the range of Cairo Santos here, so you want to avoid the mistakes. Caleb buying a couple of seconds. Looking, fires towards the end zone, and incomplete. Looking for more. It's one of the things Ben Johnson mentioned, haven't been great in those scramble situations of getting positive yardage. Here they come, Cincinnati bringing an extra rusher. Williams fires, and this is incomplete. So they miss badly. Zacchaeus, and Williams is still down. Cedric Johnson, by the way, the man who hit Williams, making his first game of the season. Santos misses badly.
Between the left guard and tackle right here.
Arch Osai against the Bengals, so it wiped away that miss. And what has been a struggle of a first half for Ben Johnson's special teams.
But I do like the way they've been putting pressure on Caleb Williams.
I think I like your coat today better. Got to step my coat game up next week.
I'm here to inspire.
Short kick fielded by Duvernay's had a couple of nifty returns a couple of seconds ago. Aditi with Chicago head coach Ben Johnson. Clete Blakeman has been busy.
Illegal formation, kicking team number 81. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the return. First down, Chicago.
They give up the game-opening kickoff return for a touchdown. And a couple of special teams penalties to mark them back a little bit more. There's a drop. Caleb Williams, if you've just hopped on with us, 12 of 23 in the first half for a $136. Goes through his progressions, everyone covered. Williams completes. DJ Moore, boy, the patience. And that looks like Moore may be hurt. And Arch, it's a wide receiving core that entered the day banged up for Chicago, as you mentioned at the top. Monungai desperately need their run game to perform. Look at what the rookie Monungai has done and what has been a career day already, over the 100-yard mark. This will be another hard, physical first down run.
For 72 yards. Again, they have yet to really unlock Roma Dunze, who's coming over in motion.
Fake handoff. Williams underneath to the check. They get Monungai in open space. Monungai breaking free.
The biggest piece was learning pass protection, but since week 3, he has been outstanding.
Boy, Williams throws a lightning bolt to Zacchaeus. Kyle talked about his older brother, Kevin, started playing football, or started dreaming of the sport. And this is a day, just an incredible moment for their family. Monungai, boy, taking on all comers.
And now all of a sudden they're inside the 20-yard line. Excellent way to start the third quarter.
Pitch to Monungai. He has been the workhorse. Look at him still moving those legs. Or they just can't bring him to the turf.
Has been very good this game.
Monungai, boy, showing the stamina. There's a penalty flag thrown from the secondary portion of the field.
Holding, defense number 94. Plays half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run. Down.
That's Jordan Jefferson. First and goal, fake handoff. Williams, end zone, incomplete. As it just barely throws off the timing and the rhythm of that pass. Monungai cuts back. Monungai! Did he get it? The push, they're going to mark him short of the goal line. And look at the extended drives today from Ben Johnson's offense as the official's going to whistle this play dead.
Delay game.
Oh, man.
Offense, number 18, 5-yard penalty, third down.
Well, those are the types of operational miscues that they have avoided today for the most part.
It's unacceptable.
Third and goal, Bengals rush 4 to the end zone. Loveland for the Chicago touchdown.
Exactly what it takes to be a good red zone offense in the passing game. Quick timing, set up, throw it, on time, on target.
And for Colston Loveland, the player they took 10th overall in the draft. All comes with the territory, being the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft last year. Miscue on the delay of game, but right back on the very next play, throws a bullet touchdown to his rookie tight end Loveland. As Chicago gets a wallop of a hit here. Most of our CBS crew happy to have you with us here in Week 9. 24-20 Bears. As Cincinnati finally gets his first possession. Handoff to Chase Brown. Arch trying to... Bears rush 4. Flacco over the middle. Yosivas. And he is gang tackled right after the catch. Tremaine Edmonds.
Only Montez Sweat and Grady Jarrett each have one pressure. They've got to force Flacco into making a mistake.
Flacco protected. Flacco, perfect touch. Penalty flag is down. Tanner Hudson has the first down catch. Flacco again taking a shot, going for it all, and it is caught. Mitchell Tinsley just shy of the end zone today with just 2 catches on the season.
Number 82, one-on-one with the Bears' best cornerback. And he just beats him off the line. Stevenson's back to the football. Ball is slightly underthrown. Well, you expect it from Chasen Higgins, but Tinsley with a big contested catch down the field.
Back to the ground game with Brown. Like a pinball bouncing off Chicago defenders. Physical. Flacco looking end zone near side. Higgins with the catch. Higgins, they're going to mark him shy of the end zone. Inside the 1. Officials talking about it. It's just incredible catches that we've seen from Higgins. Did the ball break the plane of the goal line as he worked against Gardner Johnson?
The question when he rolled.
And now they're saying touchdown.
Right.
Ruling on the play is a touchdown.
Right there. Before he lands out of the bounds as he.
And McPherson for the point after. And this back and forth affair. And this thing has gone back and forth. Cincinnati back in front. Josh Blackwell. And he will get the Bears offense the football at the 27. We'll see if they're tacking on some more yardage as a penalty flag is thrown. Both the Bears and Bengals coming in off losses. Chicago's 4-game win streak ending last week against the Ravens. Monangai trying to break one free again. Adams with a Viking sit. Got him in that competitive NFC North. Loveland. Boy, with Cole Kmet downgraded to out, even more now. 31.
Well, they match up Loveland with the Bengals' best man-to-man cornerback. Now, this is zone coverage, but how about that pass? That's the ball that you want to give your receiver or tight end down the field.
Monangai. But we've rarely seen the first tackler bring Monangai to the turf. So physical. Ben Johnson, the offensive guru. Know what he created in Detroit. And look at Britton Brown taking on tacklers. Guy elevated from the practice squad, making his season debut. Hence the elevation of Britton Brown. 3rd and short. Loveland in motion. Handoff Brown, and he leaps for the Chicago first down.
Not as many explosives, but they just can't play on the other side of the line of scrimmage today against the Bears.
Bears approaching 200 yards. They got more. It's Brown breaking free, and he's in for the Chicago touchdown.
Thing you cannot do is you can't go behind the block, but then watch how this backside also gets cut off. There's the vertical seam. You see Odunze right there with a great block. That's the 2nd time on this drive Odunze has made a key block. Bears offensive line really taking it to those Cincinnati Bengals.
Britton Brown, the former 7th round pick of the Raiders back in 2022. With the injuries to Swift and Roschon Johnson, Britton Brown stepping into the void as he has given the Bears a lead again. As we play late stages 3rd quarter.
To the strong side, easy touchdown for Brown.
And how crazy is that? Chicago almost has more first downs than Cincinnati Arch has run plays.
But I don't know how defensively they're going to be able to stop the Bears.
Flacco delivers. This will be a first down pass to Brown. And again, at some point you're going to get Joe Burrow back. Little misdirection here. They get it to Yosivas in the open field. And that'll get him close, probably maybe to the end of the quarter. Going back to last week against the Jets, just incredible. Flacco buried. Football came out. Chicago has recovered.
Orlando Brown. And the ball out before Flacco's knee hits the ground.
Austin Booker in his Chicago season debut. The 2nd-year player has been on the shelf with the knee injury to get Caleb Williams and company possession in a short field. Looks like we got a double pass. They get it back into the hands of Williams. Bajan gets it back to Caleb. As Bajan gets Caleb Williams. That's his 2nd catch of the day.
Bad. Really, really nice play design. Again, when you have a leaker, when you see that quarterback start, quarterbacks don't just naturally get outside the numbers. It's just not a natural part of what they do. And so, for their offense.
Fake the pitch. Zacchaeus. Excellent defense. And so that linebacker core gets even thinner. So we'll keep close tabs on those two. Your two rookie starting linebackers, Arch, that have...
At 3rd and 8, you could really put the Bengals in a bad spot here if you can pick up this first down and extend this drive and try to get a touchdown.
Massive 3rd down for the Bengals defense. Williams buying time. Williams goes down. So they'll lose a couple early stages, 4th quarter.
It is. And again, playing in the red zone, again, the number one thing is a quarterback that either the ball has to come out or you got to take off. It appeared that he had somebody.
You saw the frustration from Caleb. Not sure what he was upset about, but that they left one on the field right there. 12 and change left to play. Early stages, 4th quarter. Caleb Williams and Chicago's drive stalls out. But Cairo Santos able to salvage 3.7-point Bears lead. Here's Jones across the 25. And he's going to get lit up at the 26.
Asking himself, he's probably going to have to at least score, 2, maybe 3 more times in only 1 quarter.
Flacco never had a chance. 3rd sack. And he buries Flacco.
Well, Sweat's coming off here, and they bring Edmonds. And for some reason, they don't account.
Got his 50th career sack last week. Follows that up with another one here. Flacco again running for his life. Officials rule this incomplete. Javon Dexter. Let's go downstairs. Aditi, you spoke to Montez this week.
And Flacco has had no chance to set back up and throw the football.
Bears rush 4. Flacco kept upright. Flacco completes. Higgins. Just a gigantic play for the Bengals. They pick up 20.
He hasn't been stopped. He's caught every single one of his targets. He has 2 touchdowns. Play of the game right there on 3rd and long comes through for Flacco.
5 catches, nearly 90 yards. Flacco on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, they complete again. Close to the line to gain is Tanner Hudson, Tremaine Edmonds.
This is an uncommon thing that we're seeing.
Bengals running for it. Bengals are going to get it with Chase Brown.
And so I don't know how Flacco was out there. I kind of feel where he's coming from, but obviously he's better than I am.
I just lost a lot of respect for it. Here's Chase Brown out of the backfield. Brown leapfrogging the defense.
There's not been one bit of panic and not one nasty look the defense's way.
All right, Aditi, great stuff. Here's Chase Brown going to be tackled a couple of yards short. Flacco missed the game back in 2013, his heyday with the Ravens for the birth of his 2nd son.
What do? Do we take away Chase? Do we take away Higgins? Or do we try to stop the run?
Thinking 2 plays, they won't need it. First down run by Brown, going to get inside the Chicago 35, down to the 33.
Up until those few those few plays, they haven't been able to get close.
Play action, Flacco pulls it back, low pass, fielded by Brown. Ducks out of bounds.
His awareness and his pre-snap recognition, rarely does he get flustered if they don't pick this up.
Flacco faking, incomplete. And here's Blakeman.
Intentional grounding, offense number 16. Heavy's 10 yards from the previous. Also brings up a loss of down, so it's 4th down.
Well within the range of McPherson, who's been sensational in his career. Game winner a couple of weeks ago against the Steelers, and this one is short. Perfectly on line, but he misses short. It's all to come on our Little Caesars postgame report. So Chicago takes over after the missed field goal by McPherson. Can they lean on this ground attack? Monungai, sensational right from the start. Monungai unleashed again into the 2nd and 3rd level as he continues to gash this defense.
But you're going to see DJ Moore come into the screen, and he's really going to get the key block. He's going to crack down inside. You get a pull around on Cam Taylor-Britt, and there's just another missed tackle. Battle comes over. He's got to find a way to make that tackle and get Monungai. That is just a killer play for Cincinnati.
39-yard run, end around. It's DJ Moore. He's got Loveland blocking. Moore trying to pound his way to the end zone. He's knocked out short.
Boy, he's lucky this ball. If he Well, did he reach it across the?
Number 75
There's a big question if he
remember, if that thing fumbles before
right.
he gets into the end zone and it goes in out of the end zone, it's a safety potentially. It didn't appear to be the case.
Well, that could be.
So they're going to mark him down just inside the 1. What an effort by Moore. And Arch, you have to take that, almost have to take it if you're Zach Taylor.
Oh, absolutely.
Point after is good, 41-27. Let's bring in Gene Steratore. Gene, how did you see that play? Hasn't been watching Cincinnati the last couple of weeks. It's a team that's averaging just about 30 points over the last 3 games. And just under 5 minutes left as Jones crosses the 30, gets to the 33-yard line. Of them in the regular season, but 4-0 in the postseason, favoring Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Chase Brown breaking a couple tackles. Looks like this is going to be a first down drive starter for the Bengals.
That's where it has to come from. Get Flacco off of his spot.
There's rush 5. Flacco delivers. Flacco to Chase, who has been about as quiet as you'll ever see him.
And it's still just under 4 minutes left in the game.
Flacco again, little bit low for Yossi. Tough catch as he tried to go down low for it. A team that has a really tough remaining schedule in front of him. Flacco going for it to the end zone. Boy, nearly had it, did Higgins. Joe Flacco, 322 yards, 2 touchdowns. What does he have left? On the cross, batted down. Looking again for Higgins. What a play by Wright.
And the Bengals have to attack.
Bears rush 4. Flacco, first down. Chase Brown in the open terrain. Gets inside the 15, down close to the 12
of the field. Chase Brown is going to come out and in, run a Texas angle route. And he's able to beat TJ Edwards to the inside. Monster play on 4th and 10. Cincinnati has to get in that end zone quickly.
Precious seconds, 3:07. Flacco on a cross, batted in the air and intercepted. It's Byard. There is a flag down. Byard has a couple of lead blockers. Byard, he's going to run it back. 15-10, finally tackled down at around the 7-yard line.
Pass interference, defense, number 24. Ball he placed this 5-yard line, first down.
Flacco protected. Flacco end zone. It is Yossi for the Cincinnati touchdown. There is a flag now thrown.
There is no foul on the play. Ruling the field is an incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
Flacco over the middle. Flacco's pass intercepted. It's Edmonds. Edmonds has a convoy. Flacco is the only guy left. Edmonds in for the Chicago pick 6. To confirm, was he touched after the pick? You see him come down. Chase Brown is the guy who's there for the Bengals.
Ruling the field is that the runner was down by contact after he intercepted the ball at the
they're bringing it back.
line.
Want to avoid any miscues here. Manungai, excellent pursuit. Let's bring in Gene again. Gene, take us back to the Yossi.
Yeah, I thought he came and up until that play, I thought he played well, made some tough catches.
False start, offense number 79. Penalties half the distance to the goal line, 2nd down.
Recovery and long pass to try to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 11. They get it to Britton Brown, who had the touchdown run earlier. Caleb Williams, 19 of 31, 222, 2 touchdowns, including a touchdown catch. Britton Brown wisely stays in bounds.
The fact that they've given up 269 yards and 176 yards to a rookie starting in his first game is just, it's not a sustainable way to win and play football games.
Punt from Taylor, fielded by Jones.
You could be much more aggressive here before the 2-minute warning, taking a shot towards the middle of the field.
Flacco, near side chase, will stay in bounds. It'll be a first down for the Bengals. Good part of the crowd is headed to the parking lot. Bengals looking for some late game magic. Low catch by Brown. Wisely trying to get himself out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 1:53. And a couple of touchdowns. What does he have left? Looking right. Josivas. Flacco threads the needle. Josivas again. Heady play. Gets out of bounds.
Don't try to be a hero and play the ball. Just tackle the runner in bounds. That's going to help you win.
Flacco to the end zone. It's Fant for the touchdown. So the Bengals not going quietly.
Fant just going right up the seam. Brisker is the safety on that side. He gets outside the numbers. If you don't, you still have an opportunity to tie if you get another touchdown.
Flacco, end zone. It is caught. Higgins. We know how it ended against the Jets last week. Just a crushing finish. McPherson lines up, looking for the bounce. Football live. Who's got it?
I don't think it went 10 yards.
Did it go 10?
No, it didn't go 10 yards.
Didn't believe that it went at first blush.
The ball died, and unless the Bears touch it first. Number 92.
Let's quickly bring in Gene's territory. Gene, take us through.
I'm looking at Daniel Hardy's right toe as well, right there. I think he is first to touch right at that point, even though the ball's gone 9 yards. Live football at that point. You take a look here, watch the right toe. Daniel Hardy, left foot. I'm sorry, there's a left foot graze right there on the football.
This is unreal. Taj Brooks, Oren Books were two of the Bengals in the vicinity.
And Joe Flacco can be at an all-time high with 1:40 left.
It was Oren Burks with the recovery, low pass, and it's incomplete.
But did he take
Chase Brown? We heard the report from Aditi at the top. He got through a workout on Thursday, pain injection this morning. What does he have left up his sleeve? He fires and completes. Higgins.
Flacco's got the experience. No need to spike the football. Run a play right here.
Bears rush four. Flacco going for it. Higgins with another all-world snatch. And Higgins is still down. Boy, was the follow-through with all of Brisker's weight coming down on the upper part of Higgins' torso. What a catch in this kind of moment, Arch, with the money on the table. Flacco from the gun on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Brown. Brown's got a first down. Look out. He goes head over heels. There's another marker thrown right in the vicinity of where Brown went out of bounds, caving in on the Chicago Bears. Acrobatics from Brown, and this Bears deep holding on for dear life.
This secondary is in shambles right now.
1st and goal, run here. It's Brown. Going to lose yardage. Kevin Byard among the tacklers for the 40-year-old Joe Flacco playing with a bum arm. 2nd and goal. Flacco, end zone, touchdown! Josivas!
What else can you say? The Bears are in shambles. This looks like cover 2. And if it was cover 2, Noah Sewell is the linebacker responsible for running the middle of the field. It looked like both corners played in the flat. Again, you don't know what the call is.
Got to hit the extra point right here. McPherson, operation sound, and the Bengals, a week after their meltdown defensively against the Jets last week.
All game, you're going to have to stop Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, and DJ Moore.
This is Blackwell trying to get him good starting position, just shy of the 30. And here comes Caleb Williams,
where he got them in position, but right now, it's all up to him.
Bengals rush 4, pocket collapses, Williams buying time, fires, incomplete.
Unit on the field.
Williams steps up in the pocket, Williams running for his life, batted down, and incomplete.
Of trying to win this football game.
On 3rd and 10, Williams again under duress. Williams gonna run for it across the 40, gets close to midfield.
More than 2 plays and get your field goal unit on the field if this ball is completed or the clock is running.
Williams slings it. Williams! Loveland bangs off his man! He's gonna score!
Oh,
Colston Loveland in a jaw-dropper! 58 yards on the catch and run from the rookie!
You got both safeties deep. Battle, knowing what the situation is. Battle is super deep. And then he just doesn't wrap up. He just tries to go in there, put a shoulder on him. But in my mind, in that situation, he is playing too deep, so he can't close on the football. I love what Williams did. Boy, when he had to make a play, he had a big time.
Remember, Cole Kmet lost in this game to a concussion, so Loveland, you knew, had to step up into the breach. And he has his second touchdown catch. Williams fires, end zone incomplete, so it'll stay at a 5-point differential.
The opening kickoff, you cannot give him an option to return this football.
Charlie Jones took the game-opening kick, 99 yards. And that's what they do. They boot it into the end zone. Not on the field for the Bengals. 15 seconds. Flacco, near side. Believe they're going to rule this incomplete. Flacco steps up, delivers, gets it to Chase. And that certainly gets you at least in a position for a Hail Mary. 4 seconds.
So if you're the Bears, no matter what happens, knock the ball down or tackle.
Flacco trying to give his guys a shot. Fires down the field, and it is picked. Nashawn Wright and the Chicago Bears survive a career day from Joe